Lottery fans, today I'm going to show you a hot pick 4 rundown that I've been tracking, and I'm going to show you 3 different states in which I've been noticing it working. It is working in several other states as well, but I'm going to show you the top 3 that I've been seeing it working in. So definitely this is a good one to watch. Firstly, I'd like to say a big thank you to everyone that's been supporting this channel. I love to see all the likes and the subscribes and the comments. They're all fantastic. I love hearing all the positive feedback. And I'd love it if you could leave a like and a comment on this video. I'd love to see just how many comments and likes we can get on this video. That'd be fantastic. Let's go ahead and jump into this. I'm going to show you the same rundown for each of the 3 states because this rundown is working in all of these states. So I'm going to do the rundown for each state, and then I'll show you exactly where it's actually hitting in the previous results. So let's go ahead and start with our first state. And the first state we're going to do is Virginia, and particularly the Virginia Evening Pick 4 Lottery. Now for this rundown, we only need the one result, and we don't need the translated grid. We're just going to use our base grid. So we're going to start with the base date, and I noticed this started working in Virginia on 5/3. That's the date which I actually started through all my research. I went through a bunch of different dates, and 5/3 is the hot number where we actually started seeing it working. We're not going to need the mirror numbers or the flip numbers today either. Also, as a side note, as all of you know that have watched my videos before, if you want to have a copy of this rundown worksheet, it's completely for free from lotterypredictor.com. I'll leave a link below in the description. You can go ahead and download it so you can do your own rundowns as well. But so the Virginia Evening Lottery Pick 4 result for 5/3 was a 1904. Now to this rundown, what we're going to do is we're going to put the base number diagonally across as we would do on a very standard rundown, and then we're going to use the I made a mistake. We are actually going to use the flip numbers, but not in the translated grid. We're going to take the flip numbers, and we're going to use the flip numbers to fill in the opposite diagonal of the on our base grid, but using the flip numbers instead. So I'll show you how that's done. So we'll start by putting our result in here, 1904. And then we're going to go ahead and take our flip numbers, and we're going to fill in the diagonal, but using a flip number. So we're going to flip the pattern, and we're going to flip the numbers. So start by looking up the flip number of 1, which is a 4. So we'll put a 4 on the opposite side here. And then the next one is a 9. So the flip number of 9 is a 2. So we'll put a 2 in here. Next up we have 0, and the flip number of 0 is 3. So we'll put a 3 here. And finally 4, and the flip number of 4 is 7, so we'll put a 7 here. Then we're going to use our standard anti-clockwise counting up to fill in all the blank spots. So we'll start with the bottom right corner, start with the 4 and start counting up. So we'll go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2. So that's our base grid. Now let me go ahead and show you where in the past results for the Virginia Pick 4 in this month we started seeing these results. So we'll start off with the first hit we actually had was the very next day on 5/4. So 5/4 we had a 0916, and if we look in our base grid here, you'll see 0916 right here. So this pattern here. Just as a point of reference, when I do these kind of winning rundowns, all the numbers have to be connected. So I can't have the 1 up here if it's not connected in some way to the other numbers. All the numbers actually have to connect in the adjoining squares themselves. So we have the 0916. So that was our first hit. Next up we had 5/6, and that result was a 3402. So if we look on our grid here, and we have a 0324 right here, 0324. So that pattern right there, 3402, 3024. So there you go, those numbers right there. So that was our second hit. Our third hit on this came on 5/12, and the result on 5/12 was a 3206. So looking on our grid again, we're looking for a 3206. And here we have it here, 3206. 3206, so this number here. So we're doing a large concentration around these numbers here to start with. So 3206. Then we had our Fourth hit was on 514, and it was a 2750. And so we're looking for 2750 on our grid. I'll change colors so we can see it because this area is getting pretty crowded. Here we have 7205, so 2750, 2507, right there. These four numbers here. That was our hit there. And then finally we had our fifth number on 516, and it was a 3297. So looking on our grid again, looking for 3297, and here we have it. It's exactly in the spot. So everything is 3297 right here. 3297. So as you see, all of these are very much concentrated in the center four numbers here, and very much in the right hand side here. So if I was in Virginia, what I'd probably do is I'd probably start playing these center numbers, and I'll play this top right corner as well, because those seem to be very high concentration of numbers where they're actually hitting there. So there we go. That's the Virginia one. I've got two more states to show you, same rundown. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Once again, don't forget to leave me a comment and a like. So let's see how many likes and comments we can get on this video. Let's go ahead and jump into it. And our second state that we're going to do is the New York Evening Lottery. So I believe that's the New York Win 4, is what they call it. And once again, I went ahead and did a bunch of back checking on dates for May so far. And May 2nd was the hot date that actually started hitting the numbers on. So once again, we're not going to use, we're only going to need the one result. That was May 2nd. We're not going to need the translated grid. And on May 2nd, our result was a 4064. So let's go ahead and do the rundown again. So we're putting the numbers in the top left to bottom right. 4064. Then we're going to go ahead and flip the pattern and use the flip numbers on that. So we'll fill it in top right to bottom left using the flip numbers. So a flip number of 4 is 7. Flip number of 0 is 3. The flip number of 6 is 9. And the flip number of 4 is 7. There we go. That's that there. And then we're going to use our anti-clockwise counting up pattern to go ahead and fill in the blank spots, starting with the bottom right number here, the 4. We'll go from a 4 to a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2. Now some of you have asked why we go from 9 to 0. Well, because we can only use one digit in the pick 3 and pick 4 lotteries. Whenever you get to a 9, if you need to, what you do is you typically count up to 10, but we just take the right handmost digit from 10, which is a 0. So we're essentially starting at 0 again as we count up. Alright, camera decided to quit on me there, but I think we're back. So that's our base grid filled out. So let me go ahead and show you the results that we are seeing in this grid for the New York Evening Lottery. So we start off on 5-4. Let me change out my pen here, which is the same starting date as we saw for the Virginia rundown as well. And on 5-4 we had a 5601 as the result in the evening pick 4. So go ahead and look on our grid here. We're looking for a 5601, and we see it right here, 560 and 1 down there. So these four numbers, 5601, that was our first hit there. And then very next day we had on 5-5 we had a 6612. So looking in our grid to look for a 6612, and we actually have it right here, 6612. These four numbers right here. Then we went ahead and moved on to 5-9, and our results were a 6677. So two doubles there, double 6, double 7. And if we look on our grid here, we got 6677 right here, 6677. These four numbers right there hit. Then we went ahead and we moved over to 512, and 512 started a run of 3 days where we actually hit 3 days straight in a row. And on 5 days we had a 6913. So changing pens here so you can see the colors. We're looking for a 6913, and here we have the numbers here, 1963. So these four numbers, 6913, 6913. These four numbers right here, that hit. Next day on 513 we had a 3660, and on the base grid We go ahead and see, here we go, 0366. So 0366, these 4 numbers here. And then finally in that run of 3 days on 5/14, we had a 9361. And looking on our grid again, looking for a 9361, and they're right here, 9361. 9361. It's getting a little bit hard to see this number and this number, but that's a 6 and that's a 1. So that was our last on that run of 3 there. So 6 hits in the start of May for this grid. And once again, as you'll notice, the same as the Virginia rundown, we see a high concentration here in the center, and we're seeing a concentration in the top right, and we're also seeing a concentration here in the center right as well. So if I was in New York, I'd definitely be playing the center numbers, the top right, and the top the right center numbers as well. The other thing to note is we're seeing a lot of 6s and a lot of double 6s in these results that are hitting. Every single number here hit a 6, and 3 of these results had double 6s. So 6 is definitely a hot number to play in the New York evening. Maybe an indication of quad 6s. Who knows? Fingers crossed. We'll see if it actually happens. So there we go. And let me go ahead and jump into the last example here. And our last one that we're going to go ahead and do for today is going to be the North Carolina evening lottery. So let's go ahead and, whoops, daisy, throwing the pen over there, like it didn't hit the floor. North Carolina evening lottery. And I'm only going to need the one result, don't need the translated grid here. And the date which I noticed this started working was actually on 5/1. That's a hot date to start. And if you're wondering how I go ahead and pick these dates, I basically, in the state that I'm tracking, I'll run through several dates within the same time period, track to see, I'll do the base grid for it, track to see if the numbers are hitting. And I see a high frequency of numbers hitting off of the rundown. That's when I know the rundown is working for this specific date as the base date. So in the evening we had a 2899. So go ahead and do our rundown again, filling in top right to bottom left. 2899, and then we use the flip numbers to go ahead and fill in our opposite pattern. So the flip number 2 is a 5, flip number 8 is a 1, flip number 9 is a 2, and a 2 in the bottom there as well. So that's that. And using our anti-clockwise pattern, counting up pattern, starting at the bottom right 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so let's go ahead and track through to see where North Carolina was hitting. And North Carolina, we actually had 7 hits so far. So we saw, I believe it was 5 off of Virginia so far, 6 off of New York, and North Carolina's hit 7 already. So definitely a hot pattern in several states. I'd be interested to know if you run this pattern in your state, how many hits you're getting since about the first couple of days of March as the hot numbers here. So let's start with our first day, and 5/2 was our first day. So the very next day after 5/1, we had a result which was a 4-1-3-1, and on our grid here, so we had 4-3-1-1, right there, 4-3-1-1, 4-1-3-1. So those were the 4 numbers there. Then we went to 5/4, and on 5/4 we had a 6-2-5-8. So on our grid we're looking for a 6-2-5-8, and here it is right here, 6-2-5-8. That was our next hit right there. Then we moved on to 5/9, and on 5/9 we had a 6-6-7-7. Oops, sorry, I'm reading off the wrong chart here. 5/6, sorry, was our next date, and that was a 6-4-2-3. So looking on our grid again, and here it is right here, 6-2-4-3, 6-2-4-3, right there, 6-4-2-3, 6-2-4-3. Those 4 numbers there are hitting. Then we went to 5/11, so breaking our run of every other day. We went actually to on the 3rd day there. We had a 5/11, and this started our run of 4 straight days where we actually hit in North Carolina. And on 5/11 we had a 9-4-2-5. So looking on our grid again, we're looking for 9-4-2-5, and here we have it 9-2-5-4. So 9425, 9254. Those 4 numbers right there. Then we had 512 on next day on that run of 4, and we saw a 5972. Oh, 5972. So changing out colors here so we can see it. We're looking for a 5972, and here we have it right here, 5297, 5297. These 4 numbers there, 5972, 5297. Then on 513, we had, our result was a 6954. So we're looking for the 6954, and here it is right here, 9654. So 6954, those 4 numbers right there. And then lastly, on our run of 4 days, 11, 12, 13, we had 514. And on 514, the result was a 3169. So once going back to our grid here, we're looking for the 3169, and we can see it. Let's see, 3169, 31. There we go. 3196. These 4 numbers here, 3196, 3169. So we go, 7 hits in the North Carolina Evening Lottery. And once again, it's still centering around these center 4 numbers. These center 4 numbers for this rundown seems to be a very, very popular set of numbers. This time we switched over to the left-hand side of the grid, where we're sitting most of the hits. And definitely this left center is also another set of 4 numbers you should probably look at playing. And this bottom center set of 4 numbers as well. They're looking very, very hot numbers there too. So there we go, 3 different states, same rundown, all of which are hitting very well for the month of May so far. So I hope you enjoyed this. As I said, please give me a like and give me a comment. I'd love to see how many likes and comments we can get on this video. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber, because I love to see this channel grow. You guys have been fantastic with supporting me, and it really does warm my heart to see all the great, fantastic, warming comments that come out of you guys. That's it. I'll be having some more winning rundowns later on this month, and I hope you're enjoying these, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.